Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2025, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence, and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, and also Viksit Bharat at 2047, in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute, Center for Arts, Sciences and Wellbeing as part of awareness and campaigns. Before we start today's commemorations, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. Today, we are commemorating as American Association for the Advancement of Science Week from February 9th to 12th, which takes place from February 9th to 12th this year. Many of the achievements that people take for granted in this world today may be attributed to science education. The plethora of scientists who offered life-changing inventions may not have been able to do so if it had been for education in many areas of science throughout the last few centuries. The American Association for the Advancement of Science, AAAS, is a non-profit organization based in the United States dedicated to promoting science cooperation, defending science freedom, encouraging scientific responsibility, and supporting science education and outreach for the benefit of all humanity. With over 120,000 members, 1,20,000 members, it is the world's biggest generic scientific organization and publisher of the well-known scientific publication, Science. Today is also commemorated as Chastity Week from February 9 to 15th in the US, which is observed in the week of Valentine's Day every year. And this year it takes place from February 9 to 15th. It was created to raise awareness of the abstinence from any form of sexual activity until marriage among young men and women. In recent times, the value put forward, keep chastity, has shifted, especially among people who see sex as an expression of love and affection. This may be due to rapid civilization that lowers concerns for religious and cultural values. So this day has the aim to reduce the frequency of abortions and emotional trauma in the country due to unplanned pregnancies from premarital sexual encounters. With the rise of infidelity in marriages and involvement in sexual acts by young men and women, the American Life League decided to create Chastity Week in 1998, along with tens of other sponsors. All observes the week by encouraging Americans to the option of abstain from having sexual activities until marriage. It also emphasizes the recognition of the sacred nature of sexuality in humans. This week is also commemorated as Children of Alcoholics Week in US. Takes place annually on Valentine's Day's week, and this year it will be held from February 9. This annual campaign raises about the plight of children affected by parent alcohol problems. It aims to break the silence and offer hope to vulnerable children impacted by parental addiction. The organization conducts awareness programs and provides useful resources to children who are growing up under the shadow of alcohol addiction. The week provides tools and information to help children understand the causes of addiction and how they can cope and despite their family situation. This week is also commemorated as Freelance Writers Appreciation Week from February 9 to 15 in US, which is celebrated during the second week of February each year, and this year it takes place from February 9 to 15. It's a time to recognize freelance writers, the unsung heroes who craft most of the unwritten content available on the internet, in the books, print magazines, and newspapers. While many freelance writers often work as ghostwriters or mostly uncredited for their arduous work, these creative artists are truly priceless and important in the creation and marketing of online content. Today is also commemorated as Great American Pizza Bake Week from February 9 to 15th in the US. During the second week of February every year, this week is also commemorated as Heart Failure Awareness Week from February 9 to 15 in the US. This week, dedicated to spreading awareness about the heart failure, has been observed in the week of Valentine's Day for over 20 years. Heart disease is the primary cause of death in the United States. So this is why different health organizations in the US use this week as an opportunity to sensitize the public about the risk factors of heart failure, prevention methods, available treatment options, and other best practices for living with heart failure. Today is also commemorated as International Flirting Week from February 9 to 15. Flirting is the first conscious step towards initiating romance. This week is for everyone who is in love or wants to be in love. For those of you with partners, keep flirting limited to only your significant other. For all singles looking for love, this week is for you to grab even new opportunity that comes your way. If you are single and not ready to mingle, that's fine to indulge in some self-care and self-love yourself right the week, taking care of yourself. This week is also commemorated as National Hero Week. It is dedicated to amazing superheroes we all love and cherish from our childhood. Superheroes shows us courage and conviction in the face of great odds. Their stories teach us the importance of having a good heart and an unyielding mind. So National Hero Week is also about appreciating greatness in the simple things of life. Today is also commemorated as National Kraut and Frankfurter Week from February 9 to 15. Associated with filling and comforting German cuisine. Many people, however, are unaware of how closely these two foods have been linked throughout the history. The word kraut is shortened version of sauerkraut. Frankfurters are single-serving stuffed casings, perfect in Frankfurt, Germany. They are frequently served with buns with kraut on top. People travel from all over the world to sample these delectable foods. Both vegetarian and non-vegetarian are available. Today is also commemorated as National Salute to Veteran Patients from February 9 to 15. To honor and pay tribute to the brave military veterans who receive medical care at the Veterans Affairs medical facilities. This day also seeks to create more awareness about the importance of these centers and encourage more people to visit and volunteer in US. Today is also commemorated as Pickle Time Week from February 9 to 15 in US. during the second full week in February in the US. So the purpose of this celebration is to give pickles a little bit of love. None of us really give much thought of pickles, yet we consume them in large quantities, especially in restaurants and homes. In fact, a good burger is unimaginable without a side of pickles. If you are a fan of pickles and want to celebrate their role in modern diet, then Pickle Time Week is a great day to do so. All you need to do is grab your favorite jar of pickles and dig in. Today is also commemorated as Autism Sunday, observed on second Sunday in February, taking place on February 9th this year, is also known as International Day of Prayer for Autism Spectrum Disorders. It raises awareness of autism, a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects how people interact socially with their surroundings. It was first held in 2002 during Autism Awareness in the UK and was initiated by parents Ivan Korea and Charika Korea, founders of the Autism Awareness Campaign, UK. Today is also commemorated as Chocolate Day. As part of the Valentine's Week, on this day, loved ones gift each other chocolates and hope that their relationship always remains sweet. Chocolates are some of the most well-loved delicacies. It has enjoyed unwavering popularity. Chocolates can be consumed as a drink, an edible bar in desserts, or even as a flavoring. Chocolates are favorite among children and adults alike. Chocolate Day is celebrated in some form or the other throughout the year, but this day is a celebration of chocolates being used as gifts between the loved ones. It may not be a boy and girl, but those who love. It can be family members, friends, pets, or anyone who love each other. Today is also commemorated as Man Day, which is celebrated on the Sunday before Valentine's Day every year. Men and women alike raise a toast to all men in their lives, and this year the celebration takes place on February 9th. While Valentine's Day is associated with romantic couples, Man Day is purely celebration of all men who you love and appreciate. So cheer and root for all men around you today. Today is also commemorated as Mother's Day in Norway, celebrated on the second Sunday in February and takes place on February 9th this year, is a special national day to honor mothers and mother figures. Mors Dag is a name known by locals, has been observed for more than 100 years in the country, and most businesses are closed on this day because it always falls on Sunday. So Mother's Day is celebrated in more than 50 countries across the globe, although Mother's Day is not recognized as a public holiday in the US. It's a legal national holiday observed on second Sunday in May. Not all countries celebrate Mother's Day on the same day of the year. However, Australia, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Italy, Switzerland, and Turkey celebrate Mother's Day on second Sunday of May. Mexico and some other countries in Latin America celebrate Mother's Day annually on May 10th. In Thailand, Mother's Day falls on August 12th, which is birthday of current queen. The earliest Mother's Day could be traced to ancient Greece, where Greeks held festivities to honor Rhea, who was renowned as a mother of gods. In Norway, Mother's Day or Mors Dag is celebrated on second Sunday in February as a day to appreciate and honor mothers and mother figures. The first Mother's Day in Norway was on February 9, 1919, celebrated in a Methodist church in Bergen. Today is also commemorated as National Bagel and Lox Day. In US, National Bagel and Lox Day is celebrated on February 9 to recognize a popular Jewish-American bagel combination. Bagel is a type of bread that is made by boiling and baking to create a soft inside and crispy outside. The bread has a ring shape with a hole at the center that makes it easier to cook. It is famously served with lox and schmear cream cheese. The bread originated in Poland during the 17th century and was introduced to America by the Jews many years later. Today, the bagel market is producing billions of dollars each year for the US. Today is also commemorated as National Cut the Cord Day in US, created by Sling TV, an Emmy award-winning TV service network. National Cut the Cord Day is an annual observance in the US aimed at encouraging Americans to switch from cable to live TV streaming. The National Day was launched in 2020 on Sling TV's 5th anniversary. The TV service company believed that as more Americans get to know the vast benefits of leaping expensive cable bills to more affordable streaming technology, the future of streaming services looked brighter. Today is also commemorated as National Develop Alternative Vices Day in US. Tobacco use, excessive consumption of unhealthy foods, excessive consumption of alcohol or coffee, gambling, overindulging in social media, and watching television are all harmful vices. On National Develop Alternative Vices Day, people are encouraged to replace their vices with the ones that are less harmful to their bodies and minds. It is not a day to give up on all fun, rather, it is a day to find new methods to experience it. Take ownership and accountability and act proactively to replace your vices or excess with those that are less harmful to your health and psyche. Today is also commemorated as National Home Gating Day in US, which is celebrated during Super Bowl Sunday. It takes place on February 9th. On this day, time-honored tradition of tailgating is brought indoors. Irrespective of cold weather, you are feeling like making the drive to the game. You can still celebrate Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the game as usual, but inside the comfort of your home. National Home Gating Day brings together families and friends when they could not make it to stadium. Each year, more and more fans get together to celebrate National Home Gating. Today is also commemorated as National Pizza Day in US. Though flatbreads with toppings were consumed by ancient Egyptians, Romans, and Greeks, the modern birthplace of pizza is southwest Italy's Campania region, home to Naples, founded around 600 BC as a Greek settlement. Naples in the 1700s and early 1800s was a thriving waterfront city. Technically an independent kingdom, it was notorious for its throngs of working poor or lesser. The Neapolitans required inexpensive food that could be consumed quickly. Pizza, flatbreads with topping that can be eaten for every meal fulfilled this need. The early pizzas featured tasty toppings such as tomatoes, cheese, oil, anchovies, garlic. More well-off Italian authors judged Naples' innovation, often calling their eating habits disgusting. Today is also commemorated as National Toothache Day in US, which falls on February 9th, serves as a key reminder of the benefits and overall importance of dental hygiene. Toothaches, scientifically known as odontalia, are exactly what they sound like. The pain generated from either one of multiple teeth. A toothache can make it difficult to eat, sleep, or sometimes even talk. While they are not worth celebrating, we all hear of the ways to stop them for the good. While the origins of National Toothache Day are not clear, this day serves to remind people that looking out for our own oral well-being is of utmost importance to live a happy, healthy, long life. By 18th century, dentistry has become a more defined and refined profession, reaching an important cornerstone when Pierre Fauchard, a French surgeon, published his influential book, The Surgeon Dentist, a treatise on teeth, which defined a comprehensive system for caring and for treating teeth up to implementing dental fillings and discovering the sugar that was a major factor in tooth decay. Today is also commemorated as Pizza Pie Day in US. It is one of the numerous delicious food days in the US. Obviously, Pizza Pie Day is a day for celebrating pizza, one of the most popular foods Americans enjoy. 36% of the Americans eat pizza as a breakfast meal. Historians claim that pizza-like dishes have been a common staple in the ancient Middle East, but it was Italians who perfected and popularized the recipe. As World War II troops grew fond of pizzas while they served in Italy, pizzerias also sprung up in the US to meet the returning soldiers' demands for pizzas. Today is also commemorated as Read in the Bathtub Day in US. Reading a book in a warm bath guarantees a calm feeling of relief as the literature therapeutically works its magic. You don't have to worry about what noises are out there or any disturbances while you are in the bath. You just get to focus on what you are reading for as long as you want. The relaxation and scented bath would grant you an unforgettable experience. Today is also commemorated as World Marriage Day, which is a Catholic cultural day, which is celebrated on second Sunday in February, sometimes coinciding with the Valentine's Day. World Marriage Day officially began in 1983 in the United States of America, popularized the Catholic Church. The purpose of World Marriage Day was to emphasize the beauty of marriage and honor husbands and wives of their faithful sacrifices. So it highlights the promise of marital union and the beauty of being a lawfully wedded couple under the eyes of Christ. It was brought in order to worldwide marriage encounter, an initiative that aims to improve the married life of struggling couples. World Marriage Day propagates the ethos of marriage and honors sacrifices and faithfulness of husbands and wives. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you everyone for joining us. Today, we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form, which is being shared in the form of polls. So tomorrow we'll be having a session. Tomorrow we are celebrating World Pulses Day. So we have also shared the quiz, World Pulses Day quiz. You can attempt, it's very simple and very easy also. You can identify. There is a photo for each question. You just need to identify which pulse is and accordingly mark, because we are daily using pulses. We have been from childhood. We are eating a lot of pulses, cereals, all kinds, peas and grams. So you just need to look at the picture and mark the answer accordingly. Very simple, very short. So you can just fill it up. And tomorrow in the session, whoever fills the quiz by tomorrow morning, they will be presented their certificates in this session. After session gets completed, tomorrow we are inviting a resource person who will be talking about various recipes of these pulses. We will also be celebrating World Pulses Day. So you will be getting 2 certificates, one for the session and one for the quiz. So try to complete as early as possible to receive certificate in tomorrow's session. Otherwise also, at any time, you can go and download the quiz certificate from the website. Periodically, they are updated. So you can visit the site and download your certificates. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link for World Pulses Day celebrations. Take care. Bye.